Hello, I'm Claudia Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's doing that weird thing again. Seems to be okay. Let's just check. Not that one. What am I doing? How is everybody today? Is anyone joining me live? Let's have a look. What am I doing? I haven't. Let's turn that off too. Okay, I'm ready now. Hi, Saska. How are you? Yeah. Okay, it's April. Wow, April already. And the daily read today was what? Guidance, important guidance coming through. So I might wake up with guidance. It might be guidance from our dreams. It might just be guidance in our daily life. Something about judgment. I'm good, thanks, Saska. Good. Almost had the whole day off yesterday and just relaxed so much. Really did very little. Didn't exercise. Went for a walk on the beach in the morning, but I didn't do anything after that. Didn't exercise in the afternoon. Just really took it easy. I was so tired. Then I went to sleep super early. So I woke up this morning early, went for a run on the beach, which was good. So, Ava, hold your horses. Haven't even offered them yet. Now, I'm going to go deeper into the daily read first, and then I'm going to give you guys readings, so stick around for that. Coffee. I made some real coffee for myself this morning. I've been lazy and not doing that. The daily read also said about us having the challenge at the moment about touch. So if, like me, you're spending all your time alone, you're not seeing anybody at the moment, you might be craving that touch thing now. And the advice is not to do it, or to call up a friend and hug yourselves at the same time as each other instead. But the good thing is it's letting us know what's important to us and what we need in our lives, right? No problem, Ava. What else was in the daily? Cat's outside. It's bad timing. The daily, I can't remember what else was there. But let's have a look. Let's go deeper into it. This is interesting. Got transformation and romance. Things are changing. That's obvious, isn't it? Things are changing for us at the moment. Including our romantic relationships. Well, if you're single, it's definitely changing because it's kind of impossible at the moment. Or I guess romance is possible, but we've got to do it like chat and stuff. Unless you're just flouting all the advice and just getting around people anyway, putting everyone else in danger. There's people doing that still. But yeah, romance is transforming. Transformation in our relationships. What can I say about that? I mean, it's pretty obvious. A lot's changing at the moment, but a lot's changing for the better. You know, the card of the day. Let me show you the card of the day. Got courage. That's why I was saying it was guidance for courage today. Courage. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So, of course, we're all in a bit of fear at the moment. You would actually be insane not to be, because we've got a deadly disease which is extremely virulent and extremely easily passed on to each other. We're seeing that, aren't we? And the smart countries are the ones that acted, ones that listened to other countries that were all screaming out, like, don't be complacent, isolate yourself now. You need to do it like 2 weeks before it starts, not wait until it starts. And so the smart countries are doing that. The stupid people aren't listening and are saying, oh, but it's not happening yet, so I don't need to. And they're the ones that are putting everyone else in danger, right? So it would be, you're actually insane if you're not in fear at the moment. But this is saying divine courage is not the absence of fear, you know? This is what fear's about. Like there's fear that's not true fear, isn't there, right? There's fear, you know, of I think when our ego just tells us to be afraid of something. But then this fear, like when you stood on the edge of a cliff, or when you're about to throw yourself out of an aeroplane, or when there's a deadly disease going around, that is true fear. That's what our egos are made for, to protect us from harm. And so ignoring that fear is just fucking insane. Sorry, but some people are being fucking insane right now and ignoring that. So divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry. So we've got to be sensible, right? We've got to listen to that fear and actually take positive action. And that action is not doing it out of negative fear, not doing it out of that false fear. Do you know what I mean? The ego fear that's telling us to be afraid of things that we shouldn't be. Tricky time for singles. Yeah, I'm not finding that, but then I'm like, you know, I'm not finding it's tricky for me at all. I enjoy my time by myself, though. I know deep down all is well, but do what I'm supposed to be doing. That's right. And so you are listening to the real fear, Saskia, but not getting into that fear. Do you know what I mean? It's like you wouldn't be doing anything if you had no fear. You know, that's like psychotic people, right? Psychopaths. They don't feel a thing, and then so they don't make good decisions. But that you're not, what you mean when you say you're not feeling fear is you're not getting caught up in it. So it's not got a grip on you. So, you know, fear kicks in. It's like going up to the edge of a cliff and then backing off. You might say, oh, I'm not in fear. But for a split second, you listened to that fear, you made a good decision, and you moved back from the cliff, right? That's what we're doing at the moment. It's not the absence of fear, and it's not blowing the fear all out of proportion and just worrying, you know, sat there worrying. We don't need to do that. And so it's saying, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. That's not saying be stupid. You have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. Yeah, all will be well. I can feel that too. Awareness is what we need now. We need to be present and aware. Absolutely. I think with me, it's more common sense than any kind of fear. Yeah, but common sense isn't common. It's not. People have had it too easy, and so there's a bit of a lack of common sense at the moment. People aren't used to having to use their common sense because they're kind of been spoon-fed a lot of it. You know, like some people are just trying to get to the edge of the rules that they've been given by the governments and stuff, and it's like, but that's not the point. The point is to save our lives and to save our friends' lives, to save our communities' lives. If we listen to Italy, if we listen, well, can't really listen to China because they're not telling the truth, but listen to Korea, listen to Italy, this and now America. You know, we've got to do this, and you've got to do it early, and you've got to do it before it starts. This isolation thing, we've got to listen to that. Yeah, and be aware of that and do it. And so it's not about just conforming to rules, it's about actually saving the lives of the people that are around us. The problem is when people live in fear, it's very hard to have common sense. Exactly, isn't it? And that's why the guidance has been going on and on and on about addictions over the last few days. You know, there's one province in Thailand that have banned the sale of alcohol for the whole month of April. And maybe other provinces are going to do it too. And I think it's a really wise decision. Of course, the alcoholics are going to band against that. But I think it's a really wise decision because people in addiction, they don't have that common sense. They make really stupid decisions, especially alcoholics. You know, we all know that. We've all been, you know, we've all had a drink. Well, maybe some people haven't, but you know, most of us have been in that position and have made stupid decisions when we're drinking. And common sense is lacking in people that drink. We know that, don't we? And so I think it's a very wise decision. Yeah. So common sense isn't that common anymore. It's a shame. Hey, Janet, how are you? I'm just doing that, going deeper into the daily energies at the moment, Janet, and then I'll get around to the readings. So we've got transformation in our romantic lives, of course. That's no, whether you're living with your partner, there's got to be transformation there as well, because it's going to be bringing things up, being in such close proximity to each other. Also, transformation in the way we are doing romance if we're singles, of course, right? Now, how about this? We've got own my idea and strength and courage. So this is completely talking about what that courage card was about. We've got to move forward on things that are flowing. That's the guidance that's been coming through over and over again as well. Let's not get caught up in the fear. That's just a waste of energy, isn't it? Just going on and on about what's happening. We've got to use this time. We've got to listen to our higher selves and our guidance and use this time to move forward with our ideas, because our higher selves are really trying to guide us at the moment to move forward. And do it now, not wait. We're not just like wait, being stagnant, watching Netflix. Some people are, but that's not the best way to use this time. To listen to your guidance. So yeah, divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to get quiet enough to hear it, that guidance. Dear divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So moving forward on our ideas, the ideas that we've had, and having the strength and courage to do that. Because we've got big changes happening right now. What else? Peace and going well. Being at peace inside of ourselves and knowing that things are going well in our lives. This is kind of being aware of what's going on globally, but not letting it overtake us, bringing our awareness to ourselves, our own lives, our own business, what we're doing, what we are here to do, how we feel, what we want to do for ourselves. Hey, Nikki. Oh, you forgot the clock change. It's now 2 a.m. What was it before? 1 a.m. Our clocks don't change. So yeah, things are going well. Be at peace with yourself. Focus on what's yours. Your sphere of influence, your what's yours, what's within your control, which is just your life, right? We've got to get, it was 1 a.m. before. Being at peace with ourselves, because things are going well, especially if we're using this time wisely, listening to our guidance. It's the big thing for today. Listen to your guidance, and let go of the past too. Be firmer on that, not what you don't want in your life anymore. Be firm on that. I did a reading for Warren. Where's Warren? He ordered a private reading the day before yesterday. I haven't read for him for a couple of years. Not private reading anyway. Anyway, up until now, be firmer. Let go of what you don't want in your life anymore. We're given clarity at the moment, aren't we? Everything's kind of augmented at the moment, or blown out of proportion, that kind of thing. It's like everything is more vibrant so that we can see it and feel what things have been doing to us. So anything that's draining you, anything or anybody, it's just like not in your vibration. You need to let go. Be firmer in that. Be firmer in letting go of the past, moving toward the future that we want. And this can be in anything, right? Interesting energies today. So nice to have a day off yesterday. Oh, I so needed it. I really needed it. I watched a movie. I tried to watch another movie, but the sound wasn't working. For some reason, the sound on that movie channel wasn't working. I went to bed super early. And I was so excited because, I said I hadn't paid the rent. The rent was sitting in my safe here in my room for, I don't know, 6 days or something. And so I went to go pay it and got myself a new mask as well. And I can't remember what it was called, Nikki, the movie. Something like, I can't remember. I remember it was a word. It wasn't an actual word in the English language, but it was a word that looked like the actual word, because I didn't catch the beginning of the film, so it was just in the corner, you know how it is on movie channels. And I thought it was called something, so I can't remember. It was quite good. It was an action thing. What was I saying? yeah, so I went to pay the rent and I'm so glad that I left it, because when I went to pay the rent, she was asking me how I was and if they'd fixed my aircon and stuff. And she said, you can use the pool again. You can use the swimming pool again, because we closed the resort down now. It's not open to tourists anymore. And there's only a couple of people staying here. And so we can use the pool again because it's a private pool now. I haven't been in it yet. We just got to be careful, got to use the usual rules. So if anyone else is around it, we don't go around it. But yeah, we can use the pool again, which is awesome because it's getting really hot here. So that's really nice to know that I can have a dip in the pool. Because it was a bit crazy before when tourists were all hanging out together and drinking together at the pool. But none of them around anymore. Okay, so who wants a reading? We got who? Is Ava still around? Just pop up another message because I know a couple of you asked for one already. Pop up another one and then I know that you're still here. So the card of the day is Courage. I haven't been in the ocean for a while, Saska. I've been running on the beach, but I've not been in for a couple of weeks maybe. I will at some point. Courage. The good thing about swimming pools is that they've got chlorine in them, and the chlorine kills the virus. The ocean doesn't. Ava. Okay, Ava's up first. I'm a bit vague this morning. It's because I had the day off yesterday. I could feel like, kept my energy up there and kept on going with all the business. And then it's really clean. It's really clean. There's still the junk being washed up. The oceans are full of junk. So it's still being washed up on the beach, but people are cleaning up the beach still. Saw a guy yesterday when I was doing my walk. But yeah, the water is cleaner because the boats aren't churning it up. That's all. The boats churn the water up and it brings up the silt from the bottom. That's settled down. Not much difference, really. That's what we're seeing in Italy, in Venice. It's just that the boats aren't churning up the water. It's not anything more than that. Do you know what I mean? It's like if it was raining a lot, there'd still be runoff from the land. That wouldn't go away. There's still things that wouldn't, It's just like the lack of traffic on it that's causing them to be cleaner now. Ava. I am that and willingness. Ooh. Ava, you've been asked to be willing to ask who you are now. Do you know what I mean? Get to know who you really are now. This is like getting back to who you were when you were a kid, before you got convinced to conform and be someone else so that you fit into society and so that you could be in school and so that you could be in a job and all of that. And so this is, really asking your higher self is asking you to get to know yourself again, who you really are. Look at this, knowing who you are so that you can start something off. So you can initiate something. So your higher self is calling you, trying to give you guidance, Ava, to get back to who you really are, to remember who you really are. Remember the core of your actual personality, not the personality you had to develop to get by in the kind of society that we had, to get back to yourself, because that's the way forward. Nikki, even the river here is really starting to sparkle. Oh, that's awesome. It's very fast running and very brown, like chocolate milkshake. Chocolate milkshake. I'm hungry. Yeah. That's because of pollution, isn't it? Rivers getting cleaner because the pollution isn't in the air. More like freshly squeezed green juice. Who wants a reading? Done Ava. Ava. So as I said in the daily read today, it's a good day for a guidance reading. It's a good day to get clarity on your guidance for moving forward. We don't want to waste this time. We don't want to waste this time at all. And everybody, I've got a special offer at the moment. You can add an energy healing onto a guidance reading for half price at the moment. The guidance reading isn't half price, it never will be. And nor will the energy healings be, but you can actually add an energy healing onto a guidance reading for half price, if you know what I mean. Nikki, oh, service and love. Your heart is beginning to shine right now, Nikki. It's becoming clearer. You can listen to it more. It's like how we were just saying about the water, it all being sparkly and clear. Same thing with your heart too. Being heard, and there's some way you can be of service to others. In some way that you've known this before, but you doubted it before. It felt overwhelming. I guess because before you would have had to have gone against the rest of the world to do it. Maybe. Something like that. Something was causing you to doubt it before. And that was overwhelming you. Oh, maybe it was the abundance thing. Yeah, maybe it was that it wouldn't have been valued before, but now it's going to be valued. That kind of thing. But yeah, your heart is running clear right now, like those waters, and louder than ever. How's your painting going, Nikki? That's another part of it too, of course. Our creativity is, you know how I was talking about abundance and how we've got it inside of us. All the money is inside of us, as in our time, our energy, ouch. I have my legs crossed for too long and it hurts. Our energy, our time, our ideas, our talents. So all of our money is inside of us. And when we start sharing that, valuing that, and then sharing it, that's when it gets converted into money, right? And with our creativity, it's coming from our hearts, right? And so the clearer our hearts are, the more that value that we've got inside of ourselves can come out, that creativity that we've got inside of ourselves can come out. Saw a post on Facebook with huge herds of deer roaming the streets of a Middle Eastern city. Love it. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Saska's up next. Time alone, brilliant, Saska. Time alone for your brilliance to shine through. This is really similar to Nikki's too. You've got like heart running clear, your brilliance, shinier, clarity, that kind of thing. And time alone is helping you. It's helping a lot of people right now, isn't it? It's giving me clarity for sure. And be sure not to worry. And oh yeah, that was right. That was in the daily too, about appreciation of our work. We've got to appreciate and value ourselves first, right? And our work. And so as you're in this time of no worries, which you were just saying, Saska, which is perfect, you're not worrying. You can focus on appreciating yourself and what you bring to the world. Your brilliance is shining through because your heart is running clear without the demands on it, you know? It's like the environment is running clear now because it doesn't have the demands on it anymore from humans. Same. We are running clearer now because we've got less demands on us. Painting is going great. An abundance of ideas flowing. Can't keep up with myself. Loving it. Oh, that's cool. It's really nice. You're welcome, Nikki. So yeah, Saska, in this time that you're not worried, it's awesome. Your brilliance is shining through. Time alone is helping you. And just like appreciate what you offer. Appreciate what you bring to the world. Got to value ourselves first and really appreciate ourselves first, right? Who else would like a reading? I got my cards for the day. Do you want to see them? I got freedom and communicate. I like this. I got relax. Relax and soften and open. That's nice. Another day of relaxation. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. And I need to eat. I'm starving. I need to go shopping today. I didn't go shopping yesterday because the mask that was being made for me, it was only ready yesterday evening. I'm not going out in the evenings. Essentials only. So when I go out today, I'll get my new mask and I'll go shopping. I made do yesterday. What does it mean to me? I never know, right? With these daily ones, apart from the relax and soften and open, that's, yeah, relaxation, another day off. The communication thing is happening at the moment as well. If you know what I mean, Nikki. Janet, you got relaxed too. Relax and follow your intuition. Relax and follow your intuition. So this, Janet is saying, you know, when we have those shoulds in our head, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Don't do that to yourself. Just follow your intuition, especially about the relaxation. Got to take time off. In these times, you know, the collective stress is getting to us all. Yep. You know what I'm talking about, Nikki. Yeah, Janet, the stress is getting to us all, even if we're not that stressed, even if we're not that worried ourselves. The collective is bugging us. It's bugging us all. We're picking up on it. And so relaxation, if don't listen to the shoulds inside of your head. The pulls, I should be cleaning the house, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. No, because you're being prepared, like internally, you valuing yourself, you being ready, Janet, for what's coming. It's actually going well, but you need to relax more, you need to stop more. You need to embrace this gap that we've got. We've got this space where we get back to being again, you know, just being again. It's almost like enforced meditation, right? And we don't want to fill that time up with the old addictions of, you know, busyness and people and stuff like that. So yeah, you're getting ready, Janet. Yep, you are. Who else would like a reading? Saska, I think this is a great time to get your 21 meditation and do it. Oh yeah, 21 days. 21 wishes in 21 days. That's a good idea. Just say fuck that. It works really well. And my higher self gave me that advice. I remember that reading. That was a fun reading. Oh, some people's higher selves are so much fun. It's great. You're welcome, Janet. Yeah, some of the private readings were really funny. Love it. Love it. Warren's was funny as well. Yeah, 21 wishes in 21 days. It's a great program. I started doing it again when someone bought it. I can't remember. I started doing it and then I stopped. I don't know. I gave up. Can't even do my own program properly. But everything's flowing for me at the moment, so I don't really need to do that kind of stuff. It's all just flowing in. It's all working out for me. It's great. I'm so hungry. I guess going for a run at 6 o'clock and then doing this, which means I can only eat like 3 hours after the run, is a little bit too long. I need to eat. I need to eat earlier. Get my protein in, and then I'm going to go shopping in my new mask. 21 days to manifestation. 21 wishes in 21 days. Have you done it, Nikki? Have you got that program? Hey, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, what does your higher self want you to know right now? So this is the day of guidance. Ooh, Jocelyn, you've got passion and fulfillment. Your higher self is trying to pull you towards something new that you're really passionate about. Maybe you haven't moved forward on it in the past, something that really interests you, that you're really passionate about, will really fulfill you as well. Maybe you didn't think it was possible before, but your higher self is really pushing you or pulling you in that direction. So it would have been giving you ideas, trying to get you on track. Yeah. And it's going to be a really good time for you as well. So it's not going to be serious. So if you're thinking it's going to be serious, Jocelyn, if you're thinking, yeah, I should do this, I should do it in a serious way, it's not. You just got to follow your intuition. and respect yourself first. So you're not going to choose until you love yourself and you respect yourself. You're not going to choose any of these things. Passion, fulfillment, and having a good time. You're not going to choose any of those before you've found that respect for yourself. Because we don't allow the best for ourselves when we're not respecting ourselves. Respecting ourselves, like really, really loving ourselves and saying, I deserve these things in my life now. There you go, Jocelyn. You're being pushed. You must have been getting ideas or things keep on popping in your mind. I hope my readings don't knock you down, very complex being. No, none of them do. None of them, none of the readings that I do are exhausting to me at all. I get a lot out of it. What do you usually have for your breakfast, Claire? I usually have eggs and bacon, or I make an omelette. I might probably make an omelette today. I've got a bit of bacon. I had to cook all my bacon yesterday. I ate mostly bacon yesterday because last time I went shopping, which was about 8 days ago, they only had a big pack of bacon, and it's too much for me. I can't get through it before it starts to smell a little bit. Starting to smell a bit, so I cooked it all. I've still got a little bit of it left, so I'll make an omelette out of it. Eggs, cheese, a little bit of cream, bacon, cooked in bacon fat. Yum, yum, yum. Nikki, now I recall seeing it somewhere on your old website, but didn't think it was happening at that time. Yeah, it's on the homepage of BeHealing.com right now. Just scroll down. I think on BeHealing.com you've got the weekly read for all signs, and just underneath that, I think that's where it is. You're welcome, Jocelyn. Saska, nice. I'll have to do something about my allergies. Love eggs. Oh. Yeah. Anyone else want a reading? Because I'm hungry. I make brekkie and then go shopping before it gets too hot out there. My new air conditioning is great. So, because I didn't work out yesterday when it got to the really hot part of the day when the sun starts coming in, but my room was still cool. It was so nice. So nice. Nikki, I don't eat breakfast. I need to be up at least 2 hours before I do any food. Well, yeah, I have been. I was up at 6 and went for a run on the beach. So, yeah, I am hungry. There we go. Thanks, everyone, for coming along. I am working today, so if you want a guidance reading, remember you can add a half-price energy healing onto it if you want to book in one of those. Remember, click like on this video. Thanks for everyone that has. And, what was I going to say? My YouTube channel has nearly got to the number of watched hours on it to be monetized. So I'm not thinking of particularly putting, is it back? I don't know. Is it back? Oh, yay. I think it's back. But the connection's going now, so that means it's breakfast time. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. I'll see you all tomorrow. It should be the most protein-filled meal of the day. That's why breakfast is important, not when you have it. Unless you've worked out, then you should be having it like you should, but it should be a high protein meal. That's the most important part of breakfast. You're welcome, Ava. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Yeah, if you're not active, you don't need to eat for a long time. And I've found the less active I am, since I've been in lockdown, because I'm not riding my bike around all the time, there's less of that, whatever they call it. I'm still exercising, but because there's less of the normal activities, I've noticed that I don't need to eat as much. So yeah, 2 meals a day. Unless I do two workouts and then it goes up. So yeah, if you're not doing that much, then you don't need that much food. Hey, Crapston McDuck. I'm off. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow.